How we doing, YouTube? PPS back. It is the 18th of November. We're coming at you guys for our YouTube Play of the Day video for tonight's massive NBA slate. I absolutely love this slate. Some really fun games, great matchups, close spreads. Obviously, I don't really care about the spreads, only for the blowout purposes. So for me, I'm only looking at the ones that are a little bit closer. But if we're looking at like totals and stuff like that, there's some really good games today. DFS is going to be bonkers slate, right? We have some pretty high totals like the Pacers Rockets 236. Knicks. And I think that Pacers or the Pistons Lakers game might actually be pretty fun too. So a lot of fun action tonight. But first, let's get right after it. Recap: Randall did not get there a couple days ago. That was our 2 days ago. That was our last NBA bet. And then Nebraska St. John's. I was really upset with the way Nebraska played basketball there. St. John's second half just blew them out of the water. They had 30 points in the first 10 minutes of the half. Nebraska couldn't keep it close. St. John's was another level like we kind of thought. I was leading the team total. They didn't have it out yet, but still, I don't think it would have got there anyway. So 1-1 in college basketball so far. And we're coming at you guys 8-7 so far in NBA. On our plays. So yeah, let's get it rolling. 1.5 unit play again today, guys, and I absolutely love this spot. Ja Morant is going to be the play of the day today. Points, rebounds, assists, minus 113, 1.5 units. Ja Morant is really doing absolutely everything for this team, right? The biggest boost with Desmond Bane out is Ja Morant. We're seeing over a 35% usage rate when Ja is playing without Desmond Bane on the court. He's been absolutely fantastic in the 2 games since he's left. 36, 8, and 4, and then 28, 10, and 8. We're seeing a lot of shots, too, a lot of 25 and 27 shot attempts in those 2 games. Even in the game against San Antonio, we saw him with Bane there, and he still had 25 attempts. What I really do like about Ja here is obviously the minutes, 35 minutes plus in competitive matchups. We're seeing a line here for Memphis. They are 6.5-point favorites, but Oklahoma City's been playing great. And I love both of the superstars in this game. I think Shai and Ja are going to go at it, and that's why I do really like this spot as well. But what I really like, right, this is a little bit more into the defensive stats for the Thunder. They have really no rim protection, right? So Oklahoma City is actually 5th worst in points in the paint at 53 points per game. That is awful, right? There's really not much else you can say on that. And number 2 in the NBA in drives per game is Ja Morant, 80% from the free throw line. He's getting an absolutely ton of opportunities in the paint. He is number 2 behind the only guy ahead of him. The only guy ahead of him is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's been absolutely bonkers this year. He's been great. But just everything about Ja so far without Bane has been awesome. We're seeing really poor rebounding numbers as well for the Thunder. They really don't have a big guy. They're playing Poku, who I don't really think deserves the minutes, but there's so many injuries. Baisley's probably still out. I mean, that's just another body to throw out there, right? So I don't think there's anybody in the paint that can stop them. If they throw 2 at them, I think they're able to kick it out. We have Dylan Brooks out there. Jaren Jackson's back. You could get some dump offs there to him for some dunks, as well as Steven Adams. A little bit more into it here. We're seeing Ja on the season, 12.5 potential assists. And we already talked about how poor of a rebounding team this Oklahoma City side is. Ja has been able to fill up the stat sheet. When I talk about points, rebounds, assists, I like having every single number have the ability to pop off. Let's just go into this past month. We've seen an 11 assist game. We've seen a 10 rebound game, 3 9 rebound games, multiple 8 rebound games in here for Ja. He's filling up the stat sheet, 26 points per game, but averaging over 30 without Bane. And that is the biggest news you could possibly want here, is that he is still out for a couple weeks. Ja's number, I expect this to be around 48 once the books get adjusted without Bane here. One of the few spots Memphis gets a pace up as well. Thunder are playing at the 3rd fastest pace. We have a good pace, right, for them. We're going to pace up. Terrible paint defense. Number 2 guy in the NBA in drives per game. Got a ton of guys to kick it to, a lot of bigs, A lot of guys who can shoot. You still got Brandon Clark coming on those pick and rolls. 1.5 unit guys. I absolutely love John Morant tonight. So if you guys are tailing, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And hopefully we'll be able to cash in our 1.5 unit play for this massive Friday NBA slate. Have a good one, guys.